Hello and welcome to the moment for Tuesday, August the 29th, 2023 from Trinity United Church in Winnipeg. I've got a few things to talk about today, and first of all, this Sunday coming up on September 3rd, we have our last joint service with Good Shepherd Anglican, and Good Shepherd is leading it. So that means there'll be no recording this week, but there is Zoom connection if you are at home. And the link will be sent out with the email, and there will be a waiting room. So please try to identify yourself when you sign in so that they can ensure to let you in. And by 9:35, so it starts at 9:30, so at 9:35 then they will be closing up the waiting room and closing up anybody going in. So try to get in before 9:30 and let them know who you are and that you're from Trinity, and everything will go fine. We've got a couple of fundraisers coming up. You heard us talking about the soup fundraiser, and that's attached to this email as well. If you want to make some soup for us, you need to let Marilyn know by September 3rd, so by this Sunday. Look up your favorite recipe, figure out which one you might want to try, and then let Marilyn know with a list of the ingredients. You don't have to give her the whole recipe, but just the list of all the things that are in there, even spices and things like that. We just want to make sure that everyone who has allergies is picking the right kind of soup and that. So if you're able, that would be great. The other fundraiser I was talking about is the bomber game. So we can now say that we have enough volunteers for all the regular season bomber games. Now, if they make the playoffs, we might get a semifinal or a final game. So there will be one other game to do. But if you are interested in doing this and you've never done it before, or you've done it but it's been a long time, maybe you were one of the group of 75 volunteers that we had at the beginning that we trained here at the church, and we had to go over to the bomber stadium to ensure we knew what we were doing and things, and you haven't done it since then, but you'd like to try. Be in touch, because you can certainly shadow one of us for a couple of hours as we begin the game or as we end the game, and just to give you an idea how things might have changed and how we go about doing the games now. But we'd be happy to have lots more volunteers, and we'll be needing some for, hopefully the semifinal, or, like the games coming up after the regular season. We hope. The other thing I'm going to talk about isn't a fundraiser, but it is a great event for the church, and we've decided to do a new directory. So perhaps you have this directory from 2015, and that's the one we did. So there's a picture of Millie and I in there, and then of course all of you folks, along with addresses and phone numbers and names and everything in there that we had. Maybe you don't have this one, but you have the one before, which was 2009, and this was right as I was arriving. Again, a great pictures inside, and you see all the changes and the staff and everything. So and also people that are in here that maybe you haven't seen in a long time that you'd like to see. Or maybe the last directory you have is this one, which was many years ago, and I don't think has a date on it. But we know it was a number of years ago, and that's when Gary was here. So there's a picture of Millie and Gary and others that were around. But these are real keepsakes, and I know lots of you keep them and hold on to them. And sometimes when you meet somebody, you wonder, oh gosh, who is that person? And you go back and look in your directories and say, oh yeah, that's who that is. Now I know. And so we're going to be doing one in October. So we're going to be after church. They're going to be signing up and contacting you if you'd like to get your picture taken. You get a free directory if you have your picture taken. You can purchase your pictures, but you don't have to. And if you want to submit a picture but not come in, it has to be a high quality digital one, but you can, and there's a cost for that. But all the information is in the email, and so you can take a look and see. It's kind of exciting to have a new directory and to see how people have changed over the years, and I think it's fascinating and a really good keepsake of our church, and helps us to remember who everybody is and who's who. So that's something you may be thinking about. There's lots of things going on. So I'm here in the narthex because one of our committees is meeting tonight. They're going to be arriving shortly, and we'll be meeting here Many of our meetings have moved from Zoom to in person. Some are still on Zoom, and it just sort of denotes the end of August, beginning of September as we begin the new year. Well, it's not the new year, but the new year, like September New Year, like at school. And it's exciting to talk about all the things we're going to be doing in the fall and make some plans and figure out who's doing what and how we're going to do things. So all good things that are happening. We at Trinity hope that there are good things going on in your life as well. And we have posted and prayed for some good things going on in people's lives. And that's always great, and we're glad to do so. There's also been some sad news. So this week we got the news that Lorraine Antosh had died this past week. And so we haven't got any details about the service or what's going to happen. But yeah, I know that she appreciated all of our prayers that we have prayed for her for many months, and as she moved through her difficult times. So, you know, we know that she has gone to be with God. We know that she is being held by God right now, and there's no more suffering, no more pain, no more sadness, just life forever and ever. And that's a good way to think about things. So we hope that you are well, and please be in touch if you need us for anything. We're here always for you. So be well. Amen and amen.